back to the Laboratory Podcast with Dex and Los, where we talk about basketball, we talk about life, and we talk about whatever the hell we like. It's me, it's him, it's y'all, it's us.
Ooh, that's cool. Just keep going. Let's get this shit started off right. Niggas got stuck. That creativity, boys.
I gotta keep it going.
Welcome back to the Laboratory Podcast. How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good. Before we do anything with the episode, just want to remind y'all, I'm gonna stop saying at the end of the episode.
All right.
So if you're watching on YouTube, like, share, subscribe to the channel.
Click that like button.
Click that like, click that subscribe. Right. And if you rock with us like that, hit the notifications. You ain't got to. We ain't pressing for it yet. But you know, yet. Just help us get to 30 right now. 50 is the end goal by the end of the month.
All right.
But let's get to 30 this
year.
End
of the month?
End of the month. Let's.
Ha ha ha.
Well, I'm trying to say how it goes. But Kobe would have wanted it.
Kobe would have wanted it. I don't think Kobe's out here listening to the Laboratory.
He might not. He might just be looking like, what is these niggas? They got my picture up. What do they do?
Kobe can't look at everybody's picture. That has Kobe's like, there's a lot of pictures going on around here.
Oh man. All right. So still kind of a little bit of dead news. The bubble of free agency has died down a little bit. How much news we were getting. So right now, just a lot of rumors floating around. A lot of let's start with the Bulls
and the tampering
and the
potential tampering.
Let's go with potential tampering. I think they got cleared because I think he officially got here yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Like he's officially a Chicago Bull now.
Officially a Chicago Bull
for Lonzo, but the NBA was like, y'all did that too quick. So it was tampering that was questioned for the Bulls and the Pelicans with the Lonzo deal, and also with the Heat and the Raptors for the Kyle Lowry deal, basically.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a stack. Everybody was tampering. Yeah. But why are you picking the Bulls? I would have been mad as hell if they was like, all right, Lonzo can't go there no more. I'd be like,
why? You just don't want us to be great at this point.
No.
Y'all want Zach LaVine to lose. Y'all said, y'all had y'all run in the 90s. No more.
It was 30 years ago.
Hey.
It's 30 years ago. Why are we being punished? Anywho, so realistically, I think tampering was involved. Like the way that they say tampering and stuff is like, but there's ways around it. I feel like players can talk to each other, but I think it's when agents start making contact like prematurely is when tampering is involved. But it was so many rumbles that we heard.
Rumbles and grumbles
across literally, I think pretty much every single team that we got news for that first day, we knew about like a week before, or at least had an idea about what was going to happen. The only one that wasn't solidified was like Kyle Lowry, because it was like, Kyle Lowry could have went to Philly. Kyle Lowry could have stayed with the Raptors. There was a few other teams he was in the mix with, like the Pelicans and things like that. But the Heat one, we was like, he's probably going to go to the Heat, like more likely than not. And then they were still trying to get DeMar too. We was like, DeMar is up in the air. DeMar I'm still surprised about. Honestly, I like it. You know, we get better. I'm cool with just being better and getting back to the playoffs. I don't think we've been to the playoffs since Jimmy left. No, if I'm not mistaken.
We have not been.
So, what was that 2017, 2016? It's been at least 4 or 5 years since we've been in the playoffs. Yeah. Last time we were in the playoffs, Isaiah Thomas was still in the league. Damn near.
Dropping 30
on Mog. Shout out Isaiah Thomas. I'm still
surprised. Shout out Isaiah Thomas dropping 81 in the crossover league.
Yeah, I'm still surprised. I don't get
why. Still does not have a roster spot in the NBA.
So, real quick. Yeah. Not saying that 81 is not impressive, because scoring 81 anywhere is crazy. Yeah.
Right.
But when you're doing it in a pro-am league and you like supposed to be a pro player, I don't think it should be gassed as much. 81 is still crazy, so I get why that is.
I feel like it should be gassed.
The 80,
you still have to make the shots.
Not 81. I'm sorry. The other one was like he scored I think 50 in somewhere and then 37 in the Drew League. The Drew League is nice. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like when you have like
the Drew League's probably
when we know you're supposed to be an NBA player, I'm not like, oh my God, you scored 37. No, bitch, you should be scoring 50. What the fuck?
The Drew League is probably the most talented.
Yeah, I think so.
Out of all of them,
crossover be having the randoms that the random NBA players just pop
the random Seattle, Washington.
Yeah, because they ain't got
pro
no
players.
Because the NBA don't want to give them the Sonics.
Yeah. If I'll say it like this. So as far as the 81 goes, I think it's very impressive because if I was, it's a pro-am. If I'm an amateur player, let's say I'm just a college player. In Seattle, Washington, and I see Isaiah Thomas coming in. I'm gonna try my hardest
To put 30 on his head.
To put 30 on an NBA player's head that was dropping 30 in the league.
I got you.
I'm not going to let him just,
just go crazy. I'm not just letting you cook because you're NBA player. He was cooking too, though. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. He was like, that was some, there was some spectacular shit. But for me, I don't understand why he still doesn't have a roster spot, at least by now. Especially because he's come out and said, like, I'm healthy. Like, the last, like, when we was on the Cavs, I think, and he bounced on the Cavs. Was it the Nuggets for a second?
He was on the Nuggets.
Like, whenever those teams, like, the last few teams we had his go-arounds on, he was like, I still wasn't, like, 100% healthy. And the Lakers.
Right.
Like, I still wasn't 100% healthy. Like, my hip was still, like, it's like, I'm 100% healthy now. I don't know if he's going to be MVP level or if he could be MVP level type of player again or an all-star. But at the very least,
he should be coming off the bench in the six-man role.
Literally, like
for somebody.
I know we keep calling it the Jordan Clarkson role now. This is just because it's what Jordan Clarkson does at this point. We should probably call it like the Jamal Crawford or the Lou Will role. Either one.
Just the green light.
Yeah,
just come off the bench. Just got the green light.
Yeah, there's no way.
The six-man of the year, J.R. Smith.
Yeah, boy.
New York Knicks green light.
Damn, that was nasty. Yeah, like I really thought the Nets were going to sign him this year, like because they needed a point guard off the bench. He probably could have been a big help once Kyrie and James Harden were down.
I think they're looking at defense.
That's
their weakest point.
Is very much true.
Bench depth and defense.
Yeah, that's the bench depth. You better get somebody to help defend to hide them. But yeah, I think
Isaiah Thomas to the Heat. They can hide him on defense.
They can. I think he might rock with Jimmy too.
That's two.
It's not a lot of players Jimmy rock with, but I feel like he rock with Jimmy.
That's two little guys in the in the backcourt. You got 6 foot, and you got 5'9". I think Jimmy and Isaiah Thomas do rock with each other. Yeah, they were also in the same draft.
Yeah, it's not.
And they have the same mentality. Like, I gotta work hard. I gotta get better.
Get it out the mud.
And Isaiah Thomas got it out the second round, 60th pick.
Mud. That mud was different.
Yeah.
He came in and literally took over the job from the motherfucker they picked like 7th. Whatever pick Jimmy Fredette was, he took his job.
Yeah.
Immediately. But yeah, shout out, like you say, that slow grind. I'm hoping the grind will reward him at some point, but the NBA is not rocking with him right now.
For no reason.
Don't know why.
He's 5'9", that's why.
That's probably it.
He said they were like, he's 5'9".
He said they were like, well, the Celtics, he wouldn't mind the Celtics reunion. I would not go back to that fucking team. I'm sorry. Well, Danny Ainge's not there no more, so I might. But still, fuck y'all.
They did him dirty.
Super dirty. Whatever. I don't want to talk about that. I'm just going to get mad.
They should have just kept him just based off of pure loyalty.
No loyalty. No loyalty at all. Niggas traded him just to lose the motherfucker they traded him for, too.
All right.
That's what you get. Karma. Yeah, but how we get there? Tampering. We got there from Tampering somehow. But yeah, going back to like the other little recent free agency news kind of that we get, Lowry has been vocal about one out of Chicago.
Yeah.
Don't know how it's gonna happen because the Bulls not pulling that qualifying offer at all. So
I wouldn't either. I'm trying to get something out of you.
Yeah, at the very least, you're going to come back for this 1 year. You're going to play your ass off because you want to get out of here. So you want to show teams that you hold some type of value.
Yeah.
So either we're going to trade you off that qualifying offer, which we might not get a lot for, but we're going to get something. We're not just going to let you walk for nothing. Right. Or they were trying to do a sign and trade. I know it's a few teams that were interested in him right now. They were trying to say like, oh, well, you could get paid like $15 million a year, which I don't think is bad. That's like, I think in the ballpark for what he gets.
That might be a little bit too much for him.
I think when you project off that he's been probably in a bad situation since he came to Chicago, then it isn't. Like this last year.
I mean, yeah, but you have to hope that he plays up to that stamp, and you don't know if he's good. I'd give him $10 million a year, $10 million 3 years, $30 million. Prove yourself.
$10 million a year or $10 million like a 3-year, $10 million contract? Because that's like three.
Are you saying $15 million altogether?
No, I'm saying $15 million per year. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying $10 million per year.
Okay, I heard 3 year 10. I was like, damn, that's $3 million a year. What you want? But no, I mean I get it. I think it's. I get it. I don't think it's too much. I think he's in that range, like 10 to 15, maybe 16 million, depending on the team can overpay for him. Like, well, we just need shooters. Like, I'm surprised the Pelicans haven't made a move.
The Lakers should have made a move on him.
Yeah, Lakers should want him. Just give us
everybody.
Yeah.
Give us Dwight.
I don't want old Mo. Ain't got a whole lot of anybody else either, but still. I think Lowry's, we know he's out of there. But I just want to get something back for him. If he has to come back this season, though, too, I don't think he'll be starting. I think he might come off the bench still.
He's coming off the bench.
Which I don't think is bad. Like, just come out and just hoop. And either way it goes, like, you leaving next year, then you leaving next year. Whether that be on your accord, like, you, unfortunately, to what you want, you'll be here the whole season. Or you start hooping and we be like, hey, I know y'all see we got him on this cheap qualifying offer deal. Y'all sure y'all don't want him? Yeah. You sure? All right, cool.
Is you sure?
You know,
we got him. If you need him, we got him.
He might go somewhere else in free agency, just to let you know that, AK can say some slick stuff, get all in.
Apparently he said some slick stuff to get DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, I think he canceled his appointment with the Clippers, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, DeMar DeRozan, at no point in the news I hear DeMar DeRozan to the Bulls
until the day before.
Yeah, until not even the day of, like few hours before.
Damn.
It was DeMar DeRozan to the Bulls. I was like,
I feel like it was like it's whisperings around the league, like DeMar could possibly end Chicago. This motherfucker just like the cold. Niggas from Compton and like the cold. I don't get it. But
the Raptors and then had some Heat and he was like in San Antonio. I was like, I don't like this.
That's
I'm one winner.
That Texas Heat different. That Texas Heat.
I like the snow. He ain't finna like Chicago's snow.
No, he like this some dirty.
Yeah, this is
sleep. The fuck. But it is what it is right now. Like I said, I have not high expectations for the Bulls, but I have expectations now for the Bulls going into next year. Higher than last year. Fifth seed, at least. If you get higher than that, how the cards roll out,
cool.
Fine with it.
But probably fifth seed.
I
think the top
I'll settle
three
for 6. I would settle for 6, but I need at least 5.
I think the top 3 are solidified. Being
Bucks, Nets, and Sixers.
Heat. 4 probably Sixers.
Let's talk about
if the Sixers get Damian Lillard, then they're top 3.
If that's all I was going to talk about. Let's talk about Ben Simmons. Have you seen it? They was like Ben Simmons hasn't been in contact with him basically since like the last game that they lost games.
Ben Simmons hasn't been in contact with them. I feel like they're not in contact with Ben Simmons.
No, they said he cut off like all
everything. He cut him off completely.
Yeah, like everybody in the organization. Which I don't get mad. Why you said like why would you get mad at that? Like not like you doing what you're supposed to. I get like both sides of it. I get like that you frustrated, but like you remember the like
it's your fault. You frustrated because it's your fault.
No, I was talking about the rest of the team. Not
the rest of the team is frustrated. Yeah, because it's his fault.
I'm just gonna say that. But like when you got like Doc Rivers and then Joel Embiid throwing like the subtle shots, the subtle jabs, like Joel Embiid. The one Joel Embiid said was like actually he said. I think their turning point was, when we had a wide open 2 and ended up getting like 1 free throw because that's when they fouled Matisse when he's supposed to have that dunk over Trae Young. Yeah. That's a mental thing, which I get. Like I understand the frustration for that, but then you get like Doc Rivers is the one I was like
He's like, I don't know.
Can he be like a starting point or like your star point guard for like the future, some stuff like that? He was like,
I don't know. I don't know. That's up to Ben. I just don't know. I don't know.
I don't know the answer to that question. I was like, you're supposed to big up that nigga. I know he just. You guys may have the plans to trade him. You guys may have all the stuff that you like think you're gonna do in the offseason after that. But like, I think in that moment, as a coach at least, like Joel Embiid, you played your ass off. But Doc Rivers, this is
with a torn meniscus.
Right, but Doc Rivers is also partially your fault. You can blame the player because it's like glaring stuff there, but it's also adjustments that you didn't make.
Yeah.
Like. Whatever, like it could be a whole boatload of like excuses you got, as long as it's one of them isn't Joel Embiid.
Hey Doc, do you think we should switch to himself?
I don't know. We're just gonna have to go out there and play.
But yeah, they say he has like cut off all ties, so I think he's just waiting to get traded. So I think that kind of shoots him in the foot. They was like, here's the part I don't know if it's true. It was like he could like not go to like report to training camp. Pretty sure that's a fine if you do that. The NBA fines everything else. I'm pretty sure they fine you if you do that. But at the same time, I get like, all right, now you motherfuckers just said like y'all want to fuck with me, so don't fuck with me. Get me out of here then.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's for Dame. I would fucking love it. I would love it for both because Ben gets a fresh start without fans who hate everything when you do something wrong. You get him out of Philly, and then he may prosper.
Maybe.
He may prosper.
He don't want to go there
in Portland, though.
He wants to go to LA for some reason. Like he has a choice.
Don't nobody want to go to Portland.
I want to go to California.
Nobody want to go to Portland.
Did you see the video of Ben Simmons
shooting?
That he posts every year. Somebody posts him shooting every year.
Yep, you shoot with Rondo.
Of all people to shoot with, of all people to be working on your jump shot, you're working on another dude that doesn't really shoot like that.
I don't understand how they linked up. That was the most random.
That's the most
duo.
random. Most random duo.
Maybe they got the same trainer. Either way it go. People said it on Twitter. I know me and you've been saying it. I think for the longest. I was like, oh, cool. Still shooting with the wrong hand, brother. Yeah. You still shooting with the wrong hand.
I don't care that he shoots left-handed.
I do because it looks weird.
He just needs to go with lethal shooter. I don't know why I know for a fact Ben Simmons sees lethal shooter and is still like, I don't want to work with him.
Yeah,
I know he does because there's many NBA players that work with lethal shooter
and improve greatly.
And improve.
A lot of them were even like decent shooters at that. And what's crazy, like I think he remember you said before like I don't want to be that guy that's shooting like 30, 25%. I want to be the dude that's shooting like 40%. That's elite. And lethal shooter doesn't take motherfuckers like Bobby Portis
from 38% to 42%.
Yeah, like
stuff like that.
Like Bobby Portis, he got Danny Green kind of like back right. Danny Green wasn't never like terrible. He was like, I just want to like work on it a little bit because I'm kind of falling off.
Tweak some things
from my Spurs days. She's like, all right, cool, I got you. And this year he came and shot the skin off that bitch in Philly. Yeah. And then Bobby Portis, we saw what Bobby Portis did in the playoffs. Bobby Portis went from
Bobby Portis became a fan favorite.
Yeah, and shout out him going back to Milwaukee too. I don't know if he said that last week or if it happened by last week, but either way it go, he's back in Milwaukee on a pretty decent deal. 3 years, I think like 10 mil or 12 mil, something like that. It's not a bad deal for both parties.
I think it's 13 mil.
It's not bad. Still 3 years.
Yeah.
You got a fan favorite and you got someone who can stretch the floor, which is what you need if you got Giannis. And he's gritty still. He's still gonna play defense. He's still. You might get cooked by CP and pick and rolls, but that's
that comes with the territory.
But yeah, going back to it, I don't see how you don't like. It's a lot of like Giannis. Well, Giannis, you can't really. Well, you can still say, well, we want you to get a jumper. Well, I just wanted a final MVP without it. So, good point. But yeah, Ben Simmons, like for sure, I think needs to. Well, it's a lot of players we know need to link up with like lethal shooter, but and he's literally said, I think for him and Giannis, it's just a couple of things y'all got to tweak, and then like. It might not be money, but it's gonna be a lot better than what the hell you doing now than just to give you like the base for it. But I don't know. I just don't. I think he needs to shoot with the right hand just because he does. Not saying I understand like players play left-handed, like when they're right-handed, like LeBron's the other way around. Jesse, like our friend Jesse. Shout out Jesse. Get a shout out.
Who writes left-handed?
Yeah, but does everything else right-handed.
Same thing with Crystal. She shoots left-handed,
but she writes right-handed.
Writes right-handed.
Yeah, so I get players do it differently, but I feel like when it isn't working to a decent amount, like you should switch it. Yeah. Like Tristan Thompson, like used to shoot left-handed.
Now he shoots right.
Now he shoots right-handed, and it
shoots the same percentage.
It went up the first year he did it, and I think he was like, "Oh, I don't need to work on it no more. I'm good."
I think it went from 60% to 64%.
It's still better. It's still better, but I think he went to 70 one year. I think the first year he did it might went to 70.
Yeah,
maybe. But either way, went back down after that because obviously he didn't work on it no more. He got comfortable. That's why he's in Sacramento now, suffering succotash.
Tough.
But yeah, like I just think he needs to get up out of it. I don't know why he keeps wanting. Everybody wants to go to LA. I guess maybe he likes the bright lights.
He wants the nightlife. That's what he wants.
Maybe he wants to be with Jenner again.
He's trying to find Jenner clan. He's trying to be with the Jenner clan. He's trying to get his lady back from Devin Booker.
Nah, he got one now. I forgot her name.
There's another Jenner?
No.
It's a third one?
No, it's not Jenner, but...
Jenna?
No, but she...
Jenna.
But she...
Jenna?
But she decent, though. Jenna, what the fuck? But yeah, I think Ben Simmons, hopefully, is out of Philly. For Dame. I don't think it's another trade that makes sense for either party.
That's probably not going to happen. But it'd be nice, though.
It'd be nice. It's nice to dream. You know, it's just nice to dream.
Let's just hope that Ben Simmons does get traded. I would like to see Ben Simmons get traded. Let him get a fresh start like Lowry Markkanen once.
Yeah.
Trade Ben Simmons for Lowry Markkanen. Put Ben Simmons at the fold.
Well, I'm not mad.
Now it's not too bad because now he can't shoot. Now just play a role and play at the fold.
Him and Lonzo gonna be playing hot potato with that.
Just for Zach LaVine to pull up from 35 feet. That'd
be nice. You know, we was asking for that last year, Lowry in the fourth, but we want to keep Patty now. We've grown accustomed. So
I like
Patty's off limits.
Patty will.
Speaking of Patty
will.
Let's go to the summer league action.
All right.
We got a lot of players, a lot of players. Me and you both like some random as hell too. That just be it's summer league, so players just be they be going off.
Yeah.
They be going off.
Yeah.
I just do want to let y'all know summer league can be deceitful. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, because not all of them are NBA players.
Not all of them are NBA players.
Not
and
all
also,
of them be there.
not all of them who go off in summer league go on and do the same shit when they go to the league. Some people have an underwhelming summer league and then go to the league and be killing.
Yeah.
They be cooking.
Some people.
I'm pretty sure Anthony Bennett was killing summer league when he first came in. I'm like 95% sure he was killing summer league if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then you know who else was killing summer league? Lonzo Ball. That first year.
He was killing
summer league. And we was like, oh, it's like that.
Yeah.
And then not saying we were
really
disappointed. Kyle Kuzma. Is that what you say?
Who's their version of the finals MVP?
We'll get to them. I got a question about that in a second.
All right.
But yeah, then so I want to talk about somebody who I like I said last week, it's no disrespect. I like the pickup a little bit, but as a backup point guard and using your ninth pick for that, the Kings, Davio Mitchell has been terrorizing motherfuckers.
Yeah.
On both ends of the floor.
Yeah.
I knew he was shifty, but that man has been taking everybody's ankles.
Yeah, just to go to the league and not get no PT.
Nah, he might get ticked. As a backup point guard, strictly he might get ticked.
So?
At some point, they're gonna run a 3-guard front with him, Fox, and Halliburton, and it's gonna be scary for whoever he's guarding because he's strong as hell.
So you think Halliburton's gonna end up starting at the 2 this year?
I hope the fuck he does.
Where's Buddy Hield? Did they trade?
They're trying to trade Buddy Hield, and I need them to do it. Buddy Hield is a shooter that every team besides the Sacramento Kings should want on their roster. Buddy Hield be too inconsistent for me in the backcourt with my mans. I need to get him out of there immediately. But I think he's one of those players like when you get a fresh start, there's not much you can do. He got his bag kind of already. I remember he had that extension, but like the Lakers were gonna get him until like they had that Westbrook trade go through. And if I got to pick between Russell Westbrook and Buddy Hield, guess who the hell I'm gonna pick?
Buddy Hield.
All right. I know I be saying I don't like Westbrook, but damn, I don't like him now. It's still realistic, you know. Calm down.
Depends what you need on the team.
Nah, I'm still picking Russell Westbrook every day of the week. Hey, you don't have a point guard. Nah, Russell Westbrook.
LeBron.
Still picking Russell Westbrook.
Put Buddy Hield at the point.
Not at all.
Just let him shoot.
Nope. I don't know. I feel like he's gonna get moved at some point. They were trying to trade him, so I'm pretty sure he's like, oh, all right, bet. Anyway, but yeah, Davio Mitchell's been looking nice. Jalen Suggs.
My boy Jalen Suggs.
I brought up your boy. Suggs is looking nice too.
You look real nice. Jalen Suggs was out there.
He was
playing all around, boy.
Defense, boy.
He got a block. I was like,
I forgot who I was.
He kind of got up for that block.
He had 2 of them. He kind of got. He didn't get up for one of them, but like he got up for the other.
It's the year of the Jalen's. It's the year of the Jalen. Jalen Suggs, Jalen Green, and Jalen Johnson, who had a good showing in the summer league
on the Hawks. I need to see what the Hawks do with the rest of their roster. I feel like they
Jalen Johnson not figured. If somebody's not going to get no playing time, it's probably going to be him. Just because there's so much front court depth.
There's too much front court depth. He could. I don't know if he can do it this year, but eventually he'll probably be able to do that small ball 5 lineup. I think right now the Hawks. We're getting off topic a little bit, but I think right now the Hawks are like setting themselves up to be able to make a big trade at some point because they have so much like young talent that they not gonna be able to use that you can use that to get like. He's not available now, and I don't think he will be. But if they could have got if it would have been like a sign and trade for Kawhi, I would have assumed it would have been there.
Yeah. Or
some shit like that, or So they have the pieces to make like a big trade within the next few years because you got Cam Reddish, you got DeAndre Hunter, you now have Jalen Johnson, you still have
Kevin Huerter.
Yeah, Kevin Huerter,
who was actually Bogdanovich.
Yeah, like you have so much, and they all play the same positions.
Yeah,
like they're all wings or front court.
Yeah, they're wings, just wing. They're all wings, pretty much.
Pretty much. Maybe DeAndre Hunter can be an exception because he plays the 4 a little bit, or he can play the 4. But they have a lot of talent they can get moved for somebody bigger to give them that significant piece they could be looking for. So you never know. But going back to summer league though, it was a lot. It was a lot of nice times. Cade didn't have a great showing, but people were gassing like, did they fumble on this pick, bruh? It's
one game.
It's one game, and it's summer league. if you saying it's a month into the season, then I get it. But it's the first game of summer league. I don't think.
If you're saying a month into the season, I'm still looking at you funny.
But yeah, but I'm still like getting like if he's averaging like 7 and like 5, and like the first month of the like, hey, what is you doing? Like I get you talking in, like at least discussing about it. But no, not the first game of summer league. Like 12 points.
Cade Cunningham will be fine.
He will.
He's 6'8".
Literally, like
he'll be alright.
He said
he's 6'8" playing point guard. I think he'll be okay.
He'll be playing like he can literally play 1 through 3, maybe a stretch 4 if they really desperately need it. But I don't think he'll do that. But still, 1 through 3 he can play it. So and he plays decent off ball because he's playing with Killian Hayes. Killian, he said we just gotta get on the same. We're on the same page. We just gotta get a feel for each other right now. Yeah. And I like that answer.
I think that's gonna be a good backcourt.
That is gonna be great. That's gonna be nasty in a few years, boy. I also want to talk. I want to talk like roast Warriors Twitter real quick. Go ahead.
Still talking about the summer league?
No, I am.
No,
this is
okay. Continue. All right.
So we know Jonathan Kuminga's in the summer league.
Right.
He had He had some nice work yesterday.
Yeah.
And apparently they started calling him. I'm gonna just say Coon Bucket, like KUM space bucket. I feel like there's a better nickname out there that could be had.
I feel like there is. Coon Bucket. I
Yeah.
don't like that one.
I don't.
That's
I'm honestly just pronouncing it like that because when you read it, obviously, we know what I think that's pronounced at. But I don't like it.
Cum bucket. It took me a second. I was trying to figure out what you were talking about. Oh, what do you mean? Oh!
That's all I had to say. Get a better nickname. Warriors Twitter needs to.
Get a better nickname.
Zach, I know you watching, and I'm rocking with you for watching like always, because I know you left a comment last week. Get your peoples together, dog. Please get your peoples together, dude.
Get another nickname, please. Lord have mercy. I did not. It took me a second, but I got to it.
What the? All right, go ahead. What was you going to say?
Okay, to continue on the summer league, my boy.
Your boy.
Liangelo Ball.
Oh, yeah.
Liangelo Ball.
I wanted to let you talk about. That first game was really nice. Really nice.
Really nice. He had 16 points in 16 minutes.
Yeah.
Just all threes. All threes.
Didn't LeVar say he was the best shooter? I'm pretty sure LeVar said he was the best shooter. I know you said it.
I always felt like he was the best shooter. He had the best looking form.
Yeah.
He was actually, that's pretty much all he did was that and bully ball in high school.
Can't bully ball in the league no more.
No, and I don't think bully ball anyway because he's lost weight. It's kind of obvious.
But he's strong now though. Like, it's like muscle. He turned fat into muscle.
Yeah, so he's, I felt like he should have had, a summer league already. I feel like he should have already had a summer league. He should have already been in the league.
I think
somebody could use. I mean, as long as you're hitting shots, somebody's gonna look at you. And I
wasn't it the Pistons he signed to last year, right?
Yeah, and then they were just like, all right, no, get out.
It was like, no, you're good.
We never saw him play in the preseason because that's where he was in the preseason with the Pistons.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there wasn't a summer league last year, so he probably could have been on the summer league team last year. But it's about time that he's getting a little bit of recognition, just because his two brothers are better than him. It's obvious that they're better than him.
They do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, but I still think he should have been in the league though.
Yeah.
Like he shouldn't not be in the league.
LeVar Ball, boy, speaking into existence. All three of my sons will be in the league.
Yeah.
And they are right now. So we'll see how it goes. I think the fact that he changed, I don't know if he changed his diet up. I'm assuming he did though, because he lost a lot of weight and he turned, like you said, into muscle. So I think to an extent you can bully, you just can't bully like you did in high school where you just and unfortunately he didn't get like the college experience because he made a boo-boo. He fucked up. Players fuck up. So nice to see him back in the league now. I think he's gonna have this really good turnaround. So I'm excited to see what it looks like.
If he never fucked up,
he would have been in the league.
He probably would.
He would have been in the league.
He would have stayed at UCLA. He probably would have stayed longer.
He probably would have been like 3. He probably would have been graduating this year, if I'm not mistaken, or next year.
Yeah, I think this past year he would have graduated. I believe so. And he probably would have ended up staying all 4 years, but he would have got
Yeah.
He would have got to the league. He would have been second round, 32nd pick.
Everybody's journey is different though, cuz. So
yeah. He can shoot, man. He can shoot the leather off the ball.
Yeah.
And he doesn't play bad defense.
No, he's not terrible.
It's not great.
I think he just needs to be in a system where he can operate right. He's not locked down, but there are players who are really good, team defensive players. I can stay with the ball a little bit, but once I get cooked, I know the rotation to make after that, so the team isn't lagged out.
Yeah. He's that type of player. Yeah. I don't think he's a liability.
Nope. No.
He's not.
6'5" is not like you said. He's not skinny.
Yeah. 6'5", he has to be probably about 225.
225, 230. That's about right. I think so. But as long as you're not asking him to go guard like the LeBrons of the world, shall be on the same page. Waffle telepathy. As long as you're not asking him to go guard motherfuckers like that, I think he's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, one last thing I don't know if you had any other topics for Summer League. Any other players you want to bring up real quick? Summer League, just don't let Summer League trick y'all. Is the only thing I want to say. It's nice to see players that we know deserve a chance, like Liangelo Ball. It's nice to see all the dunks and shit because niggas want to show they bounce. It's Kai Jones flying through the air. That stuff is always nice to see, but just take it with the grain of salt. That's all I'm gonna say. Especially when you're looking at certain players. Yeah. We want Liangelo to be great. Don't get me wrong, but
I've seen Kentavious Caldwell-Pope drop 30 a game in Summer League.
Damn.
And come back to the Pistons and not do nothing.
Yeah.
I've seen it. With my own eyes.
Yeah. Summer League is great. We still rock. We gonna rock with it because it's basketball. We like basketball, obviously. You see it. But only topic I had to talk about right now was Dennis Schroeder.
Right.
Out here, we know he fumbled his bag. You turned down 4-year, $84 million. Now your spot got took by one of the greatest point guards of all time.
At number 8.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
I just threw a number out there.
It sounds about right. I think
below 5.
For sure. I think when I went down the list for Kennedy, we was arguing. I had him around it was either 8 to 10 or maybe 7 to 10. But 8 sounds about right. Anyway, so his spot got took. You turned down $84 million. It gave them the cap space to do that. And then you wanted $100 million. Your market not like that. If you would have hooped in the playoffs, maybe.
But you didn't.
You didn't. You did not. So the only offer I think he has on the table right now
is from Germany.
Go back to for Germany. No, it was. I think, and I don't know if it's for sure, but I saw it a while ago, and I think it's true. I think it was the Stein. I forgot what the dude's name is. Stein report. He got an offer from the Celtics for 1 year, $5.9 million. Now I don't think he's a bad fit for the Celtics. I think it's a good pickup regardless. No matter if you put him starting or if you want Marcus Smart to come off the bench. I think Marcus Smart could do either or. I'm just not sure about Marcus Smart being your starting point guard.
Right.
That's a lot of defense in the starting lineup, don't get me wrong. But, they probably put him, who they got? They could probably put Dennis at the 1, Marcus Smart at the 2, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, and then Al Horford at the 5. But,
shout out
or Robert Williams. I forgot they had Al Horford, so I just said it out loud.
When they got rid of him just to bring him back.
Yep. He said, I'm home. But yeah, I think you played yourself. That's all I gotta say. You pretty good at skating though. I saw the video before.
You was out here skateboarding.
It's nice to have hobbies
for
to
a
take.
New career.
It's nice to have your hobbies to take your mind off the fact that when you fuck up.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. That's
probably why he's not getting $100 million. People are like, well, if it falls off. Falls off the rail.
He's not getting
his career.
His market right now isn't $100 million right now. Thinking about who got paid this offseason from who were unrestricted free agents. What Evan Fournier people say got overpaid. But 4 years, $78 million for a player in the unrestricted free agent draft class that isn't super deep. That's not bad.
Who signed? I forgot who signed. The Knicks, right?
The Knicks.
Yeah.
The Knicks got if you think about what the Knicks lost and what they got an upgrade because they signed back all of their key players. The only one that they lost is Reggie Bullock, and then you pretty much replace him with Evan Fournier.
Yeah.
And then you add Kemba Walker.
It's better.
Low-key, the Knicks had a pretty damn good offseason so far. For what they could do, they had a pretty damn good offseason. Brought back everybody.
I like to see a Knicks and Bulls match up in the playoffs. I think that'd be nice.
I'm
4 or 5.
I'm a cry.
If that somehow happens.
I'm a cry because we got to beat Derrick Rose. Hopefully.
Low key.
And if we don't, I'm gonna cry because Derrick Rose beat the Bulls. Either way it goes. But yeah, right now that's all I had to say. Like I just don't know what his market looks like right now for Dennis Schroeder. I don't know a lot of teams that are in need of either a starting point guard because I think he wants to be a starter now, but I think his perfect role is coming off the bench and still getting pretty much starters minutes.
Yeah.
Like only thing that changes is that games to GS. Like that's the only thing that's gonna change in the stat category. Your minutes pretty much the same.
Ain't nothing wrong with 30 minutes a game coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Just do it. That's your role. That's what you do. You come off the bench and you kill the bench players.
Yeah, kill the second unit, and it's the starters because you still pretty much getting starters minutes.
Yeah.
I think the Celtics is like the best fit he has though. Go out there and like hoop this year, and then next year you can like try to chase a bag then, if that's the case that you want to do. Also. We want to bid a due. Is that the word?
Bid a due
to Cristiano Felicio because he dipped.
Bye.
Yeah, I know, man. But who we would rather be bidding a due to is Denzel Valentine.
He's not. Is he still on the booth?
Yes.
Why? How is it possible? How is he still in the league? I want Frank Nitty on the team.
Low key. But yeah, man, I can't think of any. You have anything else you want to break up for today?
I just want to give a shout out after we threw their name in the mud a little bit. The USA team, they did go out there and get the gold medal.
We didn't throw their name in the mud. We just was saying the reason why they be struggling.
Yeah,
and still.
I thought they were getting bronze. But they got gold. But I do want to say, so they got gold. I'm happy, They won. But Kevin Durant also made some comments, and he did say he said the skill. Now y'all see the skill level ain't up to par with the NBA or something like. He said something along those lines.
He was so basically what me and you were saying, and then he basically Zach. I think he said it after Zach. So I know he didn't see it. He probably didn't see it comment Zach, but he might have too. So Zach, I think I told you before the episode started, left a comment last week that was saying, I agree with everything y'all said for the episode we had with Rico about Team USA except the talent gap. Because, though we said, the 4 of the top 10 players are foreign, they're not all from the same countries.
Right.
But if you think about it, if you put it like that, Giannis didn't play, and I think Jokic didn't play, if I'm not mistaken. So he said the rest of the countries combined have 2 All-Stars. the Team USA alone had 10. Right. So basically what he was saying is what you finna say, what Kevin Durant said after that.
Right.
That's all I was saying.
So what he said is all the countries combined had
2 All-Stars.
2 All-Stars, right?
Indeed.
In the NBA.
Yeah.
Who's to say they're not All-Stars in their country?
You're right. You're not wrong.
Right?
You're not wrong.
They could be
All-Stars, MVPs, all that.
Right, I'm drawing a blank on his name. Schmidt. His last name is Schmidt. He's the all-time leading scorer in FIBA basketball.
Okay.
I can't remember his first name though.
I don't know.
But Kobe has talked about him.
Mm-hmm.
Larry Bird has talked about him. Michael Jordan has talked about him.
Damn.
And he should have been in the league, but he wasn't because he got drafted, but he didn't want to leave.
He didn't want to leave.
Yeah. So there's players like that. So as far as the talent gap goes,
I still think the talent gap is there, but it's
still a gap, but it's not.
It's not.
They got braces.
It's not the 80s. It's like
It's not the 80s. It's not the 90s. It's not the 2000s.
Yeah.
It's 2020.
It's not the 2010s.
Yeah, motherfuckers hooping now.
Yeah.
You know, everybody hoops.
Yeah.
But
yeah, go ahead. My bad. I know I cut you off. Go ahead. What you finished saying? What KD said.
Right. To go back what KD said, as far as the talent gap is still a gap and blah blah blah, whatever. Yeah. The talent gap still is there.
He said there is no catching. He said there is no catching up, basically.
Y'all still lost a couple games, sir. I don't want you. I understand you wanted to go. I get it. You wanted to go, but you did lose a couple games in the process of getting to the goal.
They didn't lose ones that counted. They lost not even the preliminary. They lost the exhibition games.
They lost one exhibition game. They lost one actual real game.
Oh, I know they lost. Who did they lose to?
France. I think they lost to France.
I thought that was an exhibition game.
No, that was a game.
That was the first game?
Yeah.
Because that's when the Dame was like, with Evan Fournier at the line?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe they lost that game.
Say y'all niggas be acting different here.
If it wasn't them.
No, it was.
Was it France?
If it counted, it was France.
I believe it was France.
Because I don't think they lost anybody else. Everybody else, they start busting their asses.
Whoever they lost to, they played them twice.
Also, Kevin Durant is like Kevin Durant can say it because Kevin Durant, was Kevin Durant, and he's from the United States.
If Kevin Durant was on that team, they would have lost.
Yeah, probably because he saved their ass a lot. Like he was just like, all right, fuck that Spurs basketball shit. I'm gonna just hoop.
Yeah,
there is no ball movement. Give me the ball and move out the way.
You know who they needed? Coach K.
Probably. But, he finna retire. He said, it's my last year at Duke. I'm probably not finna coach Team USA again.
You think Coach K is gonna coach this last year? He's gonna be like, we lose.
I think
I'm not gonna be here.
I think if they come out ass the first 10 games, he might be like, all right, John Shire, you got it.
It's your world.
It's your world. They still getting recruits though, so that's nice to see. John Shire they were saying he was mostly the one recruiting anyway, but I always felt like Coach K was the selling point.
Yeah.
For all the players that they got. I was like, hey.
Nah, Coach K would be my selling point. Be like, he coaches
Team
USA. He coaches NBA players.
Yeah.
He gets college players to the NBA.
Yeah. You're my guy.
Yeah.
But John Shire and I forgot the other coach's name is a really big part of the recruiting process. I just feel like their selling point usually is Coach K, but apparently it may not. It may just be Duke at this point. Like, hey, you still come to Duke, you still gonna get some league. Yeah, name value. Maybe not. There might be other stuff that goes into it, but the name value probably helps that.
Yeah. All right. Since we're on the topic of college, I just want to bring up real quick.
Yeah.
So now that college players, student athletes are able to get paid.
Indeed.
Do you think there's still going to be an influx of potential NBA players or potential NFL players going to those types of schools? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like those, like if I'm a quarterback, am I still going to go to Alabama, or can I go to Howard and still make money over at Howard? And people are still going to look at me.
I think depend on the name. It depends on your name because it's not. I feel like. And maybe it could just be because I don't pay that much attention to football. I feel like basketball players have a lot more visibility coming out of high school. Mostly because people know your face more because I don't have a fucking helmet on while I'm playing. I think that plays a part in it. But Zion Williamson, if Zion didn't go to Duke, he could have probably went to Clemson and still if he went to Clemson now instead of going to Duke now, if he was coming out of college this year, he would have got hella sponsorships no matter what.
Yeah.
So I feel like marketability, that's what I'm looking for, is different for basketball players than for football players. Mostly because I think visibility plays a part in that, for your sport. But also, I can't think of the last top football player that was coming out of high school. Yeah, coming out of high school, that I knew before he got to college.
Obviously, but there is a market for it, though.
Yeah, it's a market. Yeah, you said is there? I think there's a market for it, but I think for football, I think it's different than basketball.
Okay, so let's put it to basketball. So let's say Imani Bates, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, he already said what colleges he's been looking at, or possibly G League, whatever. Yeah. But let's just say for this instance, let's say for this instance, he's getting looked at by Kentucky and Duke.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna throw in there.
I'm trying to think of HBCU.
Yeah, Hampton. We'll throw in Hampton,
yeah.
Right? Let's say all three, now you have name value with Kentucky and Duke, right?
Yeah.
But you can still make money at Hampton, right? But you're going to HBCU, and now you can put them up there with them. You're the with name value with Imani Bates. I mean, people already know who Imani Bates is.
Yeah.
Or Mikey Williams.
Mm-hmm.
They can go to HBCU and then make it happen for them.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna go there and look and be like, okay, I want to see what Mikey Williams has been doing. I want to see what Imani Bates has been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're getting more marketability there, just because of your name value by yourself rather than the school's name value.
Yeah.
You know,
I think for that, I think it works because you still like have your like Mikey Williams has what like 2 fucking million followers, 3 million followers, or something like that on Instagram. Like you still don't get those brand deals no matter what school you go to, right. if they choose to go to school, like you said. But I think it still works the same. I think honestly it's just up to them. Like only thing for them that might like deter it, I don't think is the money standpoint. So hopefully it's an influence. They're like, well, if I get paid now, I'm gonna get paid now. If I go to Duke and Kentucky, only thing that's gonna boost me up for is just who I'm playing against, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
If I'm killing the competition at Duke and Kentucky and who we like those scheduled play, because not all like HBCUs have like
the talent.
Yeah, the talent pool of like especially the schedule that they play.
All right.
So I think it just depends, but I think it could work either way for them. From a financial standpoint, for them, it's a win-win situation.
Yeah. But you could be the standard bearer though.
That's what I'm saying.
You can start that trend.
Yeah.
You could come in.
You definitely
go to HBCU, and now everybody else is going to HBCUs because now
who the hell went to Hampton this last year or Howard, like this last year? Maybe 2 years ago. Crap. It's gonna bother me.
All right.
It's gonna bother me. He's like a top 10, I think, recruit too. He's the only one to go to HBCU.
Shout out to him. He's trying to do what I'm saying.
I cannot remember his name for the life of me. It's either I think he went to Howard, and I can't remember his name for the life of me.
He's gonna be playing at Howard this year, or
he might have declared for the draft already. Okay. But I know he wasn't like a top pick. Damn, I can't remember his name. Whatever. I'll look it up later. Yeah, that's all I got this week. That was a good question though. Nice. Indeed. Nice indeed.
Let's see what you think. What you guys think?
What y'all think about that? We're gonna post this clip.
Post this clip on the Instagrams and the Twitters.
You sound like a damn granddad.
And with your tweet, and your toot. Yeah, but we're I want to hear what y'all have to say. I would like to hear other opinions on this. If the player's name value can help the school's name value.
Yeah.
And shit like that. But
whoa. Language. Granddad. Damn. Granddad.
All right. We have and
my bad. Words, it's y'all favorite segment. All that kind of stuff.
Right.
Fact of the week.
Oogada boogada. All right. So this week's fact of the week. The most points for NBA players. The top 5. This is top 5 NBA players who have never had an All-Star selection.
All right.
And these are the most points, right?
So am I guessing the top 5 first, or you just reading them all?
I'm starting from 5.
Am I guessing the top 5?
I want you to guess. So we're starting at 5.
If I start at 5, I'm gonna just say the top 5. I don't know the order.
Okay.
Pretty sure Jamal Crawford's up there.
Right.
I would say Monte Ellis. Lou Will.
Okay.
J.R. Smith. Steven Jackson.
And you were right about one of them.
Damn. Damn, only one.
Yeah. Shit. So starting at 5, we have Mr. Andre Miller with 16,000
Andre Miller
points.
was never an All-Star?
Never an All-Star.
Damn.
So 16,000 points, right?
All right.
Number 4, Rudy Gay.
Damn.
Also 16,900.
All right. Shout out Rudy Gay, never been an All-Star.
Number 3, we have Mr. Jason Terry with a ring. Jason Terry, never
Jason
All-Star.
Terry didn't at least get like a Dirk All-Star, like
like Dirk's an All-Star game. We gotta throw somebody else in there.
Yeah, like when he had Mo Williams with LeBron and shit.
Yeah, no.
Mo Williams was an All-Star.
That one probably
wasn't.
Jason Terry's the most. You said what?
I said Mo Williams was an All-Star and Jason Terry wasn't.
Yeah, Jason Terry's probably.
That's a crime.
The
no disrespect
surprising
to Mo Williams,
one,
but damn.
Most surprising one that he doesn't have an All-Star.
Not
one. So he has 18,800, right?
All right.
Eddie Johnson, number 2.
What the fuck?
19,000, right?
All right, so I only got Jamal Crawford right.
Jamal Crawford, okay. 19,000 points.
Damn.
Jamal Crawford should have got 1.
Jamal Crawford should.
Jason Terry and Jamal Crawford should have got at least.
Jamal Crawford game. What is the reason why I would think he would at least had an All-Star?
Just because of the handles.
Literally just because of the handles.
I would have loved to see that in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
He literally said, I have stuff that I've never pulled out because I wanted to wait till the All-Star
game. Yeah, like motherfucker's 41 at least now. And it's literally just, he said, I didn't pull out my best stuff yet.
Yeah.
What?
41. He was in the league for about 19 years, I think.
What do you mean you didn't pull out everything yet? No, I didn't even pull out my best stuff. What? What do you have in your bag?
Best stuff.
What do you have in your bag?
Best stuff.
What do you have in your bag?
Yeah, like, but for real, like, what
do you have in your bag?
Like, what's in there?
A gun now? What else do you have? Who did he hit that move on this? I don't know if he was on the Suns or if it was against the Suns. It was in like that left corner, and it was like the cleanest step back ever. You know what I'm talking about? Because you said
the one where he spent.
Yeah,
he spent back into a step back somehow.
Yeah, but it wasn't like the Penny Hardaway spin. It was like a
I know it. It was
nasty. That's all it was.
That was when he was on the Suns.
It was on the Suns
at like 39 years old, still killing 20-year-olds.
That's crazy. Jamal Crawford or Kyrie for best handler of all time?
Allen Iverson.
This nigga didn't answer my question.
Allen Iverson.
It's not Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson.
I don't think it's Allen Iverson.
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas is underrated. I still think it's either Jamal or you literally said my 3 and 4 though. Like you said my 3 and my 4. I think top 2 is Jamal Crawford and Kyrie, and you just pick between
Brian Scalabrine.
All right, at that point, we will end the Laboratory Podcast with Denzel Valentine where we talked about basketball. Right. We talked about life a little, and we talk about whatever the hell we like all the time. It's him and me, his man to the right, because he say that in the beginning of the episode because he's trying to be creative and had everybody included. And as always, if you made it to this point, like, share, and subscribe. We said at the beginning too, but do it again in case you forgot. Peace.